What's up, guys? We're back. Today, figure come on, talk to you guys about the Champions League and the Europa League draw, and give you guys my 2 cents. I'm happy. I'm happy that for the Champions League, 3 Italian teams made it this far, and it's great. I don't think it's gonna solve all the problems with Italian football, but it could only help. I've talked about in past videos, what things need to happen for Italian football to really, get back. But I'm not gonna go into that. We have Napoli, AC Milan, Inter Milan. In the quarterfinals here, and honestly, they are really good teams. I don't care what these pro or these anti announcers that are against the are not, big fans of Italian football, saying that Inter, AC Milan are weak. I will agree that, not weak, but not as strong as the other teams. But, AC Milan is the Italian champions. They haven't had the greatest season, domestically, but, they have had a decent season in Europe. In Inter Milan, that team is not, not a bad team either. If you guys recall last year when they were in the Champions League, they could have knocked out Liverpool, a team that went to the final. Honestly, to tell you the truth, they were losing 2-0 in the the second leg, and Lautaro scored a goal, and then right after that, Sanchez got a red card, and the game was kind of, done after that. So, Inter, it's a very strong team. AC Milan, it's also a good team. They've pretty much, drew or won all their Champions League games except the ones against Chelsea. And to be honest, yeah, they lost at Stamford Bridge, but when they went back to Italy, that was going to be a really good contest. But I think it was Kalulu over there. He got a red card, for stopping an obvious goal scoring chance. And the game, pretty much 5 minutes in the game, they played with a man down. They lost, I think, 1-0. But anyways, so those are very good teams. I did not want to see AC Milan. I don't want to see the Italian teams playing each other. If I were to, from my perspective, any team that, a team that I was, hoping Italian teams got were Chelsea, Benfica, and I don't know. It's kind of toss up between Manchester City or Real Madrid. But the way it shook out is that, Napoli's playing AC Milan, Benfica's playing Inter, Manchester City's playing Bayern, and Real Madrid's playing Chelsea. I've been listening to, pundits, and, they're crying, Again, I don't know if they're anti-Italian pundits or they're definitely pro, other side of the bracket. But they're saying, the Italian teams, they got the better half of the draw. I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. All right, Benfica, the team has lost like one game all year. It's not an easy team. All right. Napoli has been one of the top teams all year, okay? So it's equally strong on both sides. And I don't want to hear it. I mean, if you go look back at past Champions Leagues, go look at Manchester City every time round of 16 quarterfinal. They get a lesser team, so it's nice for a change that they actually have to earn their keep. So let them play Bayern Munich and then the winner of Chelsea Real Madrid. So yeah, we have the AC Milan Napoli. That's going to be an extraordinary game, especially when they go back to Napoli and Napoli in the second leg. I can only imagine the whole stadium filled with Napoli fans, and then the visitor section with Milan fans is going to be crazy. Same thing with at the San Siro. I think Napoli will get the job done. Regarding Benfica versus Inter, I mean, because AC Milan and Inter play the same stadium, I guess there's a rule that 2 Champions League games can't be played in consecutive days, or I don't know. I think the way it is that when Napoli plays AC Milan, Inter's gonna be playing, so they can't play at the same time or something like that. So the first leg, it's gonna be in Milan for AC Milan game in Napoli, and the first leg of Benfica Inter is gonna be in Benfica. I feel like if Inter could get out of there with maybe a draw or a 1-0 loss or something, a 1-goal loss, that when they come back to Italy, they're gonna go after it, and that potentially progress. So I'm going for the Benfica versus Inter. The first leg. I mean, maybe Benfica wins 2-1, or it's a draw. And then when they go back to Italy with the momentum of the crowd, Inter is going to see it through. And for the Napoli AC Milan game, I see that maybe it's going to be a draw the first game, or 1 or 2-1 for Napoli, and then they go back to Naples to finish the deal. On the other side, I really don't know, honestly, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think with the Manchester City Bayern, it's probably 50-50. I mean, all I hear about is this Haaland, how great he is. But Bayern Munich, they played PSG, and those guys got three of the best players attacking, and they didn't even let them score a goal the whole time. So I would like to see Bayern Munich get those guys out. I don't know how Chelsea's been playing lately, but hopefully, I mean, I really don't care who wins that match. I mean, probably, I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I think probably it would be maybe like a Napoli Bayern Munich final. I do think there would be an Italian team in the final. No offense to Benfica. I know they've been doing great this year. Honestly, I don't know if one of the Italian teams get to the final. If I don't know. It's going to be tough to win that if it's against Bayern Munich. Or I know Inter, they lost to Bayern Munich already 2 times, 2-0. I almost rather play Manchester City in the final if they go to the final. So yeah, that's I don't want to play Manchester. I don't want to play Real Madrid in the final because they have, experienced players and, but who knows? The ball's round. Anything can happen. So that's the Champions League final. Really the draw for the Italian teams was I think close to being the best possible draw. I wanted to see Inter versus Benfica, which and I wanted to see Napoli versus Chelsea and the AC Milan versus Real Madrid, but it didn't pan out that way. So we'll see. Hopefully, Italian team, could win the Champions League or get to the final. I looked at the coefficients, and Italian teams they're doing really good this year in Europe. In the Europa League, we have Juventus and Roma. They're on the opposite side of the brackets. Juventus is playing Sporting, and I believe they will play the winner. If they win, they'll play the winner of Manchester United Sevilla. Now, I hear everybody saying that Manchester United is the favorite to win the Europa League, but I just got to say that how can you make them the favorite to win the Europa League? I mean, you have Jose Mourinho, who has won the Champions League twice, who has won European trophies, and he is an experienced coach. He knows what to do. Same thing with Allegri. I mean, he's an experienced coach. He's been to 2 Champions League finals. This guy, Erik ten Hag, I mean, I don't know. Juventus, they've been looking like they want to win a cup, and this competition means a lot to them because if they don't get that 15-point deduction taken back, then maybe this is their only route into the Champions League next year. So they're definitely taking this competition seriously. They dispatched Freiburg and Nantes. I expect Juventus to take care of Sporting. And even if Manchester United wins, Juventus, people say what they want to say, but that's a very strong team. I mean, they got Vlahovic, Chiesa, Locatelli, Fagioli. They got Kostic. They got a lot of good players. Chiesa, a lot of good players. Those guys, they're hungry. They have, I don't want to talk about this guy, Pogba. I mean, I don't think he's played more than 30 minutes this year. So, the Europa League, I could honestly see a path for Roma to get to the final on their side. They're playing Feyenoord, I believe. Yeah, they're playing Feyenoord. They're playing Feyenoord, and then the other game is Leverkusen, Union Saint Gilloise. I think that's a Belgium team. But I could see that there's a path to the final. And to me, it's either going to be Juventus. Sevilla has been historically good at Europa League, or Manchester United. But I just got to say, Juventus, they want to be in the Champions League next year. So they're going to go all in to try to win the Europa League. And I'm sure Manchester United they're not scared to go play Manchester United. So it could be an all-Italian final, or it could be Manchester United versus Roma. I think Roma has a path to get there. I mean, I know Feyenoord beat Shakhtar, but so, and in the Conference League, we have Fiorentina. They're still in there. So, this year is a very good year for Italian League. We have we got 6 teams. We have 6 teams still left in Europe out of 7 teams that entered. The only team that got eliminated was Lazio. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think they're really concerned about playing in the Conference League, and they played, not as strong a team in the return leg this past week. They're more concerned with getting top 4 in the Serie A so they go into the Champions League. So, there you have it. 6 Italian teams. You know, we're definitely going to have one Italian team in the semifinals of all these competitions because we have Napoli versus AC Milan. And, you know, it would be an awesome year if an Italian team could win the Champions League, and an Italian team could win the Europa League, and an Italian team could win the Conference League. Because Fiorentina, they're looking like they don't want to mess around either in the Conference League. So, yeah, that's what I got. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Chelsea's going to get to the Champions League final. But honestly, you know, I know there's all this hype about, you know, Manchester City, but I think if an Italian team made it to the final, that's probably the team I don't want to play. I don't want to play Bayern Munich. I mean, I don't know why nobody's, you know, favoring them for this competition. I mean, I don't think they've given up a goal the whole damn competition thus far. They beat Barcelona, and I don't think they let up a goal. Maybe they let up one goal. I don't know. But I know Inter, they didn't score any goals. They didn't let up any goals against PSG. So I don't know why everybody's so, you know, favorites for City. Because I wouldn't want to play those guys until the final. But anyways, that's all I got. Like my video and subscribe, share it. I'm giving you know, good, honest opinion analysis. Unlike these other pages where they're, you know, pro the league or pro, you know, nations clubs, I tell them the truth. You know, I'm Italian. Obviously, I want to see Italian clubs do good, but I still respect Benfica. I still respect Bayern, Manchester City, you know, Real Madrid, Chelsea. I respect them. I'm not talking smack. I realize that if any Italian team went to the final and played any team on the side of the bracket, it's a one-off game. Anything can happen. So, you know, there was an old saying, we fear nobody and we respect everybody. And we're giving honest feedback on these draws, all right? And subscribe, and we'll catch you in a couple once these games get started.